Hey, I'm Ken Carson with Xybix, and I'm here with David, and we're in the Peoria Emergency Communications Center in Peoria, Illinois. They just did a recent install here with Xybix, and so we're going to ask them a few questions and see what we can learn from all this. It's a beautiful room. They did a remodel, and so I'm going to get started on some of this here. So tell us about where you were before this, your previous room, and then a little bit of the process to come down here to this floor.
We were on a different floor for 27 years, and we were in a small area with console furniture that did not move up and down. Pretty much was stationary, really no room for expansion. We were cramped. We were not able to add any additional workstations.
So you guys were a floor above here, and then they had like the election committee or something like that in here. But man, the remodel, I saw some of the pictures. It's amazing what you guys did to the room. How long did it all take?
It took about 9 months. From demolition to completion, it took about 9 months, and we did it all during the pandemic.
We've had a lot of stuff going on in the pandemic, so it's been amazing that things have moved along. So did you put a committee together, supervisors, et cetera, all that, and how'd that work, and what'd they guide you? What'd they guide you guys to, and just how'd that process work with the team?
Well, our emergency telephone system board, which was the board that pays for the equipment and the remodel, we have a technical committee. So basically they started with the design, and then we reviewed that design with supervisors and telecommunicators, working with Xybix staff and salespersons. We were able to come up with the designs and then tweak it with input from the supervisors and the dispatchers. Good.
That's you got to all work on that as a team. So where'd you get funding for this project? How'd that come together?
The state of Illinois decided to consolidate 911 centers several years ago, and counties that had 4 911 centers had to reduce to 2. So we were forced to reduce our centers from 4 to 2. We took on 2 additional communities, and the state provided a grant for us for a large portion of the equipment upgrades and the remodel. And then we used 911 funds from the 911 surcharge that appears on wireless telephone bills.
So during this project, you knew this was coming up. Did you go research? What research did you do? Did you go to other centers and walk around and kind of try to get the best practices from them?
Yes, I communicated with a lot of folks in the 911 arena around the state of Illinois and communicated with them on the furniture that they had, what the pitfalls were, what to avoid. We did visit a few 911 centers. COVID curtailed some of that, but we were able to get a lot of detailed pictures and a lot of ideas of do's and don'ts of what we should do in console furniture.
Okay, so that's when you started looking at the different furniture vendors out there, and so you saw, obviously you're moving from fixed height to height adjustable. What else did you see that kind of caught your eye out there?
Well, I think the color options, the way that the monitors are mounted and the way the CPUs for the computers are mounted, and how that's all done as far as serviceability, warranty, and that sort of thing is also a big deal, and who's going to fix what may not work or what needs repaired is all very important.
Okay, so you're in there asking questions, how they do this, how they do that, and
yes.
Perfect. So you managed not to go out to bid on this RFP process. Tell me a little bit about that and your motivation on that, because everyone has to do a little bit differently.
Yeah, we as a committee don't really, or didn't know and still don't know about console furniture. It's not something that we deal with every day, so we basically gave the basics of what we needed, the layouts, and then we had all the companies that we felt comfortable with it then provide pricing to us, and we were able to do it through the pricing or a buying group that our county was comfortable with.
Okay, yeah. Bids are tough. You don't know which direction to go, and like you said, I mean, you guys don't know enough about the furniture to put an RFP, so you have other people that have already done it for you, and that's what the state contracts and county contracts and things like that are for. So I think it's a great way to do that.
Yeah, it worked out very well for us.
Good. So the layout, you've mentioned that a few times. You worked with our designer, Emily, and tell me about that process. How's that work? Because that's one of the most important things, I think, is getting the layout right, and it's also a lot of fun. So a little bit of pressure on there, a little bit of fun. Tell me about the process.
Well, once you know how many consoles you want to have and have available to operate, then it was a matter of, do you want straight consoles? Do you want them curved? Those kinds of things. And then basically, once the space was known and what we were going to have available as far as the floor plan, then Emily and Heather then worked together with us in order to be able to put that space in its most effective means.
Great. So Heather is your account manager on this project. Tell me how she helped you through the whole process.
Yeah, Heather was outstanding. She provided our point of contact, was very responsive, and basically answered any question that we had. And if she didn't have the answer, she knew who at Xybix could get that answer for us.
How'd you pick the color scheme here?
The color scheme, we really limited the number of folks that reviewed the colors, and we decided we had a small group of folks that really picked the colors that were available, and we decided to go with this particular color scheme.
Great. So I'm watching TV, I see these remodel shows and they come in with the big reveal. So tell me about that. Was that a rewarding moment for you when your dispatchers walked in here the first time? What was their reaction?
Well, they were very impressed. They were very happy with the facility, the color scheme, the additional room that they had. They're thrilled that they're able to stand up or sit down at their console, whichever they choose. We also have one console with a treadmill, so they're able to walk on that for a period of time and be able to utilize that and get a little bit of exercise.
Good. Advice to other centers that are going through this, whether they're in Illinois or just anywhere else in the U.S. What would you tell them, like top 2 or 3 things?
Trade shows are very important. I think you need to work the floor and talk to the vendors and find out exactly about the product, how quickly they can deliver the product, what the warranty is, the layout, the time, that sort of thing. And then communicate with your neighbors and other dispatch centers that have went through recent remodels and really listen to what the pitfalls and good things were for their remodel.
Okay, super. So Heather called you up and told you we're doing these recruitment videos at no charge. What'd you guys think of that?
Well, our number one priority is staffing the center fully. So anything that we can do to showcase our Emergency Communications Center and the outstanding work that our telecommunicators do here day and night is something that we're very eager to be able to do.
So in your center, you've got you actually have a nurse in here with advanced medical transport. Tell us about that, because it's a little unusual. I know we got the flip charts, but tell me about having somebody in here.
Yeah, we are thrilled with the nurse triage program that has been brought to us by Advanced Medical Transport. And having the nurse in the 911 center right now about 12 hours a day will provide and is providing assistance to callers that have low acuity medical situations, and then they provide alternate potential transportation and or destinations that really benefits the patients. So nurse triage has been a wonderful thing, and we are thrilled to partner with Advanced Medical Transport to provide that service.
So it speeds, it's quality of care. It speeds up the care. It gives them more precise care, and you've just got someone that can make that kind of medical decision and move it forward.
Yes, I mean, they actually talk to the caller on 911, and they're actually communicating with them and trying to provide the best response to the need of that particular caller, which may not be a traditional ambulance. It may be some other type of service that they need.
So I want to thank you for your business. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to taking care of the center for years and years down the road. Heather's here. She's part of your team. Emily's part of the team. I'm part of the team. So thank you for your business. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
And look forward to working with you guys next so many years.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.